What's up guys, it's Omar from Simply Car Things, and before anything, today is Thanksgiving, so I just wanted to wish every one of you guys a wonderful and very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys eat up and enjoy the time with family and whatnot. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about how to diagnose a cylinder misfire service engine light on a BMW. Specifically with the N54 motor, which is the twin turbo inline 6-cylinder engine. This can be applied to BMW 335i, a BMW 135i, and 535i's, or any other Beamers with the N54. So, as you guys can see, I got that service engine light. So for step one, it's good to actually just confirm that you are having a cylinder misfire. You can generally tell when you're driving if the car kind of like hiccups or stutters under acceleration, or sometimes while it's idling. That's generally a sign of a cylinder misfire, but it's always good to just make sure that that is the issue. What you're going to want to do is hook up your car into this. That's your OBD2 access port, and you're going to want to take a code reader and hook that in. If you don't have a code reader yourself, you can take it to a lot of places like Pep Boys, I think, will read codes for you, or you can just go to like AutoZone and like pick one up for like 30 bucks. And those will generally do the job. They'll tell you the code and what it is. So for mine was I believe it was a P0306 code, which is a misfire in cylinder 6. And so that confirmed the issue that yes, indeed, it is a misfire. So once you've confirmed that it is a misfire, then this can generally either mean one of three things. Either you have a bad coil, you have a bad spark plug, or you have a bad injector. It's going to be one of the first two. It's going to be either a bad coil or a bad spark plug. Those are the most common issues, and thankfully they're really easy to replace and they're fairly inexpensive. Now the easiest way to figure out what it is to actually remove the coil from cylinder that is misfiring and then place it into another cylinder. So pretty much what I mean by that is basically if you open up this engine bay cover, which is pretty simple and straightforward, you just pop this plastic piece off. This is your cabin air filter cover, and then that plastic piece, and then just remove this wiring harness thing. You can access this engine bay and the cover for it, and then you just unscrew it with like a T30 Torx wrench, and then there's like 2 bolts in the back as well. That'll give you access to your coils and your spark plugs. And so the easiest way to figure this out is basically take the coil from the cylinder that is misfiring and then swap it into another cylinder and see if the code follows with it. So for example, since mine was on cylinder 6, if I were to pull the coil out for that one and then swap it with the coil on cylinder 5, after I finish that, I would hook my car back up to the OBD2 with my code reader and see if it starts showing a misfire on cylinder 5. And you can do the same, you replicate the same process with your spark plugs as well. If not, then chances are it's going to be a bad injector. Another way you can tell you have a bad injector is when you pull out the spark plug, it'll be kind of wet and it'll reek sort of like a raw fuel smell. That's generally a sign that you have a leaky injector. So in the case with my car, it was actually bad spark plugs. I did the test with the spark plugs by swapping them into a different cylinder, and the code actually followed with it. So what I did was I figured, the spark plugs haven't been replaced in a while based off of my service records that I had. So I just went ahead and ordered a fresh pack of 6 brand new Bosch OEM quality spark plugs. So here are the spark plugs that I ordered. They're pretty much the Bosch ones. They're made in Germany, so they're pretty high quality. A lot of people as well, they also go with the NGKs, but I've heard some interesting stories about that. I think NGK is good if you have a tune or if you're running under like high boost, but since my car is pretty much stock as far as power goes, I just decided to go with the OEM Bosch ones. I picked these up from Amazon for like 40 something bucks, like 42 bucks for all 6. And you can see this was actually one of the spark plugs. This one was from cylinder 6, the one that was giving me the misfire, and you can see like how sooted and dirty it is. So yeah, it was causing problems. And after putting those in, my car is running buttery smooth. It's amazing. The power delivery is incredible. It just feels so good again, and in addition to that, my fuel economy has improved vastly. So one thing I also forgot to mention that can cause misfiring as well is dirty intake valves. So due to the fact that the N54 is a direct injection motor, it is prone to a lot of like carbon buildup and stuff within the intake valves. There's a service you can get done called the walnut shell blast, which basically cleans out your intake valves and stuff and makes them all nice and new, I guess you could say. But yeah, performing this service will generally improve the performance of your car and overall fuel economy. It's also good just for the overall health of the motor as well. And in addition to that, it can eliminate any misfiring issues which might be occurring within your car. For the intake valve service, BMW charges around $1,500 to do this service, which I think is absolutely outrageous, to be honest with you. If I were you, find like a garage mechanic or an independent mechanic, someone who's trustworthy and stuff, and they can generally do it for a lot cheaper. I got mine done for 300 bucks, and it really helped out with the car. It's something that you want to do about every 30,000 miles or so, and if you're running a tune like a JB4 or just higher boost in general, you're probably going to want to get that sooner than 30,000 miles. Just to keep your car running in top shape. So just an additional resource to use as well. Another great website to refer to is going to be N54tech.com as well as beamerpost.com. There is a massive community for the N54 and N55 BMW engines, and for any code that you get, pretty much almost any symptom or problem that your car may ever have, you can literally search it up in those forums, and there will most likely be a thread with a solution regarding that. The forums are really, really helpful. All the enthusiasts, a lot of BMW techs and stuff, they all post really, really good information, and it's just a great resource to use if you ever run into trouble with your car. So I'm not going to go into like in depth on how to specifically change the coil packs and spark plugs, because there's a lot of actually good tutorial videos out there on YouTube already. But if you guys do want to see how that is done, I'd be more than happy to make a video for you guys on how to do like spark plugs or coil packs and whatnot. Just leave a comment below and I will definitely get back to you on that, and I'd be more than happy to make a tutorial showing you what to do. It's pretty simple overall. If you were to take it to like the dealer, they'd probably charge you around 500 bucks. So you can definitely save a lot of money if you've just got a little bit of mechanical knowledge. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching as well. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much just for everything. If you did enjoy the video, if you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know how I can make my videos better. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more content coming soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.